Today I'm going to teach you how to introduce yourself in English. It's the most basic thing that you need to know, and it's really important to get it right. So we're going to go through all the concepts, all the things you need to find and talk about, and you're going to be introducing yourself like a boss. So firstly, we're going to look at the initial introduction. So when you meet someone, what are you going to say? Or when you're talking to a new person, what are you going to say? Well, hello, it's time to introduce myself. If you want to be more formal, that's quite formal actually. But actually you can say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's keep it simple at the moment and just use those. There are other things you can say, but we're going to be talking about a whole introduction today. So let's just keep it simple and stick with good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Pronunciation wise, this word introduce, just to make sure you get it right, if you say let me introduce myself, or it's time to introduce myself, it's introduce. Juice, juice, introduce, okay? Just work on that. Juice, traduce, introduce. Just work back from the back of the word if you need to. But you can also listen to this again and keep practicing. So, good morning, good afternoon. Remember this good, not good, not good, good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so who are you? We need to know. Who am I? What's your name? You want to find out from somebody else. What's your name? You can answer, I'm Alex. My name is Alex, for example, if that's your name. So it's very easy to make this interjection between somebody else. What's your name? My name's Alex. Or I am. Keep it simple. I'm Alex. You don't need to say my name is even. I'm is nice and simple. And it's also a little bit shows you're a little bit higher level too. Don't forget to say, nice to meet you. It's nice to say that. I'm Alex, nice to meet you. In my case, I'm Dan, nice to meet you. So when you've talked about you and introducing yourself and you've told people what your name is, you're going to want to tell people where you're from. So, nationality. Where are you from is the question. Where are you from? Or where do you come from? Let's try and keep it simple again. Where are you from? This one is a little bit more complicated really. This may be unnecessary. So where are you from? Where do you come from? You might reply, I'm Canadian, I'm British, okay? I'm French, I'm Italian, I'm German, whatever. I'm Australian, I'm Indian, I'm Italian. So just looking at the different pronunciations of this, Canadian, again, stress on the second, Australian, Indian, stress on the first, and Italian on the second. I'm Italian, I'm Australian, I'm Canadian. You can see the pattern there, right? More specific, I'm from Canada, or I'm from England, I'm from Australia, I'm from Melbourne. All right, how old are you? What about your age? How old are you is a great question to ask. Be careful who you do ask. It's not always very polite to ask people who are older than you their age, but it depends what situation you're in. You'll know. So how old are you? When you're sharing, you can say, I'm 28. Okay? So if somebody asks, how old are you? I'm 28. Okay? My age is not necessary to say. I'm 28 years old, you can say. It's a little bit more. There's no need to say that really. I'm 28, it's fine. I was born on May the 5th, or I was born in Italy in 85. So it depends how you want to say it. You can mention your date of birth if you want. You can mention where if you want. This is information that you own and you can give out if you wish. So moving on to location then. Not where you're from, but where you live. So where do you live? Answer could be, I live in Sydney. I live in Sydney. Or you could talk of your past. I lived in the past in Rome for 5 years. I lived in Rome for 5 years. This is duration and this is the amount of time, okay? I have lived in Sydney for 3 years. So this is now, for example, and in this one I have lived. So from the past, and this is 3 years, and this is up to now. So I have lived in Sydney for 3 years. We're talking about from now, from the past, okay? All right, good. State of mind. So how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you today? Great question to ask somebody. How are you today? And you can reply either, I'm fine, I'm doing okay, I'm not feeling great, I'm not doing okay. It depends, it's up to you. You've got the information, you just need to tell people. So let's move on to what you do for work, your occupation. So, what's your occupation? Can be one of the questions. Look at this, occupation, occupation. So on the third syllable there, occupation, sh, and this sound, occupation. And you see where this comes up. So occupation. This is a really important sound to get right because it really helps you with your pronunciation. So what do you do for a living? And you might respond, I work as an engineer. Now remember, when you say this, you can't say I work engineer. It must be as an. You have to have this article. So as an engineer, and the preposition as well, okay? In that sense. I'm a nurse, okay? You must say I'm a nurse, not I'm nurse. I'm a nurse. You must have that. Okay, hobby-wise, hobbies. What do you do for a hobby? What's your pastime? What do you like to do? So what are your hobbies? What's your favourite pastime? And then let's just look at this word, favourite. Favourite. Now, I say it a little bit short. I say favourite, but you can say favourite too as well. It doesn't matter how you say it. It's absolutely fine. What's your favourite pastime? Your answer can be, I enjoy reading. I'm passionate about painting or spend time gardening. So you can put your own interests in these places. You can say, I'm passionate about playing the guitar, or I'm passionate about reading or running or walking or cycling, whatever. Let's just have a look at this word passionate. So it starts with the stress, passionate. And you see this comes up again, passionate. It's very easy to pronounce when you've got that sound. So excellent. Let's look at the next slide. Okay, so remember everything you're looking at and we're doing today, you can get on that I above there, you can click on it, you can get the slides, and you can get a little quiz to do about the video that you've just seen. You can also go back and watch the video again, you can pause, you can stop, you can practice, you can listen to me. Pronunciation wise, you might want to go over these words again, just hit that double tap on the screen, it'll take you back a few seconds. So, let's have a look at status. So what's your status? I'm married, I'm single, I'm widowed. So what are the differences? So I'm married. You can see this is the id form of the ed because they have all these different pronunciations there, but on this one it's this. Widowed and single. Widowed means you lost your partner. Okay, if you have kids, you can say I have one child, or I don't have any children, or I don't have children. You can use this any if you wish. I don't have children, I don't have any children. However you want to say it. So, good manners. How can we be very nice and be good-mannered? Well, we can use these phrases. So, if people are asking you questions, you can say thanks or thank you. You can even say, what about you? To show interest in the other person. I have kids. What about you? I'm married. What about you? You see, it's nice to kind of throw back the question. It's very polite and it's good for conversation. And when you have this information in English, you're able to be more confident and you can have these nice conversations in a language that you've learned from scratch or maybe from new, which is good. So right, now we've been through all that, I'm going to give you an example of an introduction. We're just going to read through it so you can see. And what we'd like you to do is we'd like you to have a go at writing your own introduction down in the comments. And we will come along and we will give you a correction. We'll see if you're right and we can give you a few pointers and somebody will comment on whether you've got it right or wrong. So just have a practice and then you'll see some feedback from us, definitely. Right, so let's go through this. So hello, my name is Sarah and I'm 30 years old. So you've told the name, you've told your age. I'm Canadian and I live in Toronto. I was born in Vancouver but moved to Toronto when I was 10. So you see, you've given quite a lot of information there in very simple English. So, I'm a graphic designer and I've been in this field, this area, for 8 years. Field. I got married at 26 and I have been happily married for 4 years. I enjoy hiking and photography in my free time. So you see how much information we have there. You know a lot about this person and you haven't really used a lot of complex sentences. So you can absolutely do this. So what about you? There you go. What about you? What about you, in fact? You can actually do this now below, and we can get some feedback from us. So remember, you can take a test on your English language level, and that will come up here. When you do that, you will find your English level after you've answered a few questions in just a couple of minutes. So have a go with that, and please do your introductions. Somebody will definitely check it for you. It's been great to do this, and I've really enjoyed talking to you today. So let's see you next time.